I'm gonna start off, head down to the house. I'm gonna open up the gates for the sheep to come out in free range. Hey, you guys. Looks like the goats have already made their way out of their home, starting their day off. Let's get the main gate opened up for the sheep. These two guys causing a ruckus, scaring the sheep back in. Come on, let's go. Let's go, boys. They're super skittish whenever these two guys are out. This is one of the machines I finished up last night. I got it repaired and ready to go. Last thing I got to do is put this top end back in place, put the screws back, and then we're going to get it cleaned up a little bit. Made my way up here to the next job site. It's going to be at mine and Erwin's house. It's going to be to reseal these windows. They're getting old. The seal's starting to go bad. The house was built in the late 1980s, and the windows across the bottom story are original. The ones, thankfully, on the back side of the house on the second story have been replaced already, so they're newer. They don't need to be resealed, but I got some window seal out here. We're going to go around the house, get all the ones on the bottom story cleaned up and resealed. That way it'll make it easier to heat the house in the wintertime. They definitely need to be repainted as well, but we're going to just start off by resealing them. As you can see, all the seal here is pretty much just gone. It needs to be cleaned up and sealed up again. I went ahead and took the screen out and lifted up this glass pane. So there is a little bit more protection than just this, but this does need to get done. Putting what I have available, which is this painter's, I guess, caulk, but it says it's for windows, so we'll see how it holds up. We're gonna finish this job up on this side of the house on the last window. 4 windows on the front of the house really don't need anything. They're covered by the roof, so they're in pretty good shape. Small jobs like that do make a big difference, but since I have some caulk left in the tube, I'm gonna go ahead, go around the doors. Any small holes I see anywhere, I'm gonna get them filled in as well. I've been meaning to replace the faucet here in my bathroom downstairs. I already have the faucet, I just never had time, so we're gonna get that done today. I went ahead, disconnected these plastic connectors that hold the faucet in place. Went ahead, disconnected the hot and cold line. So the last thing to do is pretty much pull this sucker out of here. And pretty much hook up the new one. This hasn't been done since we've had the place, so it's about time. Quick little upgrade to the bathroom. Got it complete. Everything's hooked up. I checked for leaks. No leaks. Working like it should. Been meaning to do that. Finally got it done. That old one's junk. Let's get the tools taken back where they need to go and move on to something else. They're calling for rain later this evening. Making sure everything's put up. We got another one. It's pretty cool. So the rain has arrived.
Titus.
Still got not quite Titus, so we still got to lock up the animals. We got to let out the dogs regardless. We got to feed them. So hopefully it doesn't start raining any harder before we get all that done. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Don't sit down. We're going to make a slight adjustment here to the water bucket. They keep knocking over this one over here. So we're going to take the wire from the old one, and we're going to make sure they can't knock it over again. Got them fed, got the water bucket situated. We got the sheep locked up. Let's head back up to the house and let's get some dinner going. You enjoying the rainstorm, buddy?
Rain's coming down. Quite the evening.